All right, now it's time for the students, fellas, to decide the debate. And we are going to start with criminal justice major Javius McInnes.
And my question for you, Stephen A. Smith, is do you think Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets are going to be able to win a championship this year?
Yes. 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 The only hiccup potentially is Anthony Davis coming back 100%, which I don't think is going to happen. The Brooklyn Nets are my favorite to win the chip. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, if AD doesn't come back 100% healthy, I agree with you. There could be hiccups on the way. I'm not positive they get by the Sixers. And if AD is healthy, that's a hell of a finals. Maybe I would take the Lakers there. But, whew, the Nets are a whole lot of, and now they're starting to play defense.
They are a problem.
All right, next up, fellas, we got Warren Newman, also a criminal justice major here. Warren.
I want to know, what do the New Orleans Pelicans need to win the championship?
They need a few things. I got to give Brandon Ingram some credit where credit is due. He's averaging 24 a game. He's shooting 46% from the field. He looks impressive. I'm shocked that a Stan Van Gundy team is ranked like 25th defensively. I'm shocked by that. I expected him to be better defensively because he's such a damn good coach. But I think they'll get their act together. But I think that, you know what? I think they need an elite point guard, to be quite honest with you. I really, really do. Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, they're going to do their thing. I get that. I like some of the young pieces that they have, but I think they need an elite floor general. I would love, Max Kellerman, for example, to see a young Chris Paul with those guys. That would have been special. Just as an example.
Well, young Chris Paul is an improvement there, although I think they have talent there too. You look at that roster, it's good, it's young, it's improving. Yeah. The answer is time. They need experience, and before you talk about anything else they need to add, Zion's got to take the next step eventually. I'm not saying, he hasn't done it already. It's very early still, and he's very young.
But
in the next couple of years, Zion Williamson's got to become an MVP candidate. And if he can do that, the Pelicans will be in contention for a championship.
In fairness to him, though, Max, his second year, the brother's averaging 25 on 61% shooting.
Oh, he's a monster.
I mean, damn. It's not too far off. This is what I'm trying to say. Zion's doing his thing now.
He's a beast. He's a beast. But also Brandon Ingram, as much as he's putting up those numbers, I don't look at Brandon Ingram and think that's one of the 10 best players in the league or even in the West.
He's good,
So I think also he has to take the next step, and he's taken a bunch already.
He is showing that he's better than Kyle Kuzma at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And again, Zion will join us on Friday. Finally, guys, we have a biomedical engineering major, Kayla Owens.
My question is, do you think the Dodgers will be repeat champions of the World Series?
Ooh, go ahead with that one, Max. I'll give you that one first.
I would say this. Baseball is more luck-based than, let's say, the NBA, basketball, where you can run all your plays through your best players and all that. There's less to chance. But this is the thing about the Dodgers. They play money ball with money. They have the best analytics or among them. They got the biggest payroll or among it. And when you look at the way they construct this team, Stephen A., there are things you can do to tilt the postseason, a small sample size in your favor. You can get hitters that don't have a huge variance in terms of how they hit good pitching and bad pitching. Those guys will tend to hit better in the playoffs. The Dodgers are aware of all these things. Swing and miss stuff from your starting pitchers. They bring on Trevor Bauer to a team that just won the World Series, and now we're asking, do they even need Clayton Kershaw back? After he got the monkey off his back by pitching the way he did in the postseason and winning a World Series finally. Yeah, the Dodgers are probably the favorites to win the whole thing again.
They should be the favorites, Max, and I'll give you a more simplified reason because taking into account all those things you just said, which was right on the money. Here's the deal. They got the monkey off their back. 1988 was the last time they won a World Series. They had numerous bites at the apple and didn't get it done. And then in bubble play, I tell you right now, during the coronavirus pandemic, with sparse crowds and things of that nature, it was incredibly exciting watching that World Series. It really, really was. And to see them, get that monkey off their back, that proverbial monkey off their back, I think now it's easy sailing. I think this upcoming World Series, as much as I hate to admit it because I'm a diehard Yankee fan, I think it'll be much easier to capture than last year's.
Hey, Stephen A., real quick, 2 words, too, that we have to say. Mookie Betts.
Betts.
Whew. That
Yes.
dude, I understand
Yes.
in a league with Mike Trout, it's hard to say anyone else is the best player, but he might be the dude you want. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.